Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into podcast Room 303, episode 258. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez, with my co-host and my executive producer. And as always, we have with us the EPE. You see my little Chris Collinsworth slide in, bro?
Chris Collinsworth. That's classic, dude. That's classic, man.
So for those of you listening on the audios, you can see it on YouTube. It's awful, but I slid in like Chris Collinsworth. So that's how I slide in them DMs. How you doing this evening, Eric?
Doing good, man. A little sad, our friends can't be bothered to join us on the podcast, but I guess, some people have more important things to do. I don't know.
You missed a lot this year to be throwing those.
Hey, I had personal issues, all right? We only got to bring that up. All right, and sticks and stones, baby. Or no, not sticks and stones. The one from the Bible where it says, the something in your eye,
Well done. Well done. On today's episode, we're going to get to, final update for Nick's Time Suck Parlay. We'll give a recap of head-to-head. We're going to do a little something different. We're working on the name. Right now, I've submitted DNILB 5, and Eric said Vision 5. But we're just going to pick a topic that normally wouldn't fall into Pop Culture Pick'em, and then just pick the 5 items together. So we're going to make one list. We'll get into a review of the Champions League final, which was like the bread and butter of last week. I have a bone to pick with that goddamn Champions League. We'll get to it in head-to-head as well. And then obviously we'll forecast out the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals. We're down to our final 4 teams, 2 in each sport. So to go from 30 and 32 respectively, we're in the doldrums of the MLB season. And I'm going to have to give Rob Manfred some props here because it's fun watching baseball on TV.
It is, dude. It is. We've been watching hella games.
It hasn't been this fun I used to be bored out of my mind as a kid. So maybe as an adult, like I've just kind of mellowed out and I don't need something that's like fast paced to keep me entertained. But it's a lot better on TV. And the Cubs suck and I'm still tuning in. So like usually when the Cubs suck, I'm like, fuck it. I'll be back in July.
Yeah. All Phillies are, sitting comfortably in first place. So it's nice to tune in and watch them play. You know what I mean?
What are the Phillies? Nevada gave me an awesome stat. The Phillies are the first Major League Baseball team to lose 10,000 games.
But that's only because we've been around forever. You know what I mean?
The Yankees been around forever. Cubs has been around forever. Red Sox been around forever. You were the first.
Well, hey, at least we got something.
Hey, you wear that, bro.
I am, dude.
You wear
I'm going to get it tatted right here. It's 1,000 L's.
Because you're going to be real good this year and not win the World Series.
I don't know.
So
this is what's going to happen. We're going to be real good this year, and then we're going to beat the Baltimore Orioles in the World Series. Because Nevada and Nick can't have anything nice.
You're not winning this year.
Yes, we are, dude.
No chance.
Facts.
No chance.
Guarantee.
Guarantee?
Guarantee.
All right, put it in the lock. Put it in the locks right now. Put it in the locks.
And I'm going to put it in with the actual odds, too. Let me go find that real quick.
It's got to be pretty good, right? Because it's still early. Did you just call me Calvin Cater?
I said fucking hater.
I know.
Oh, okay. I was like, God bless you. I know I don't speak well, but damn, we have the third best odds. It's bullshit. Plus 650. Right now, the Yankees are at plus 500, and those Dodgers are at plus 300. Fucking Dodgers, dude.
Did you see they acquitted Ohtani today after it took 5 people they took 5 people down to acquit Ohtani? So he's in the clear now.
Oh, yeah, dude, the sacrifice.
They sacrificed him, bro.
Dude,
sure.
We must have had this conversation already because it's already in the locks. And when I picked it, it was plus 1,500. So I'm leaving that one instead of updating it to 650.
Oh, yeah, because you are just that nonsensical with your teams. And then the best part is we're gonna get to playoff games, and you're gonna throw a fit and be like, "My team's blah 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 blah."
And I wouldn't be a Philly fan if I didn't.
Well, that's not true, but would it be you as a sports fan? What are you? Because you're a Mavericks fan now.
Yeah, 100%. Die hard, born bleeding blue. Been rocking with them since '91. I don't even know if they existed in '91, but I was rocking with them.
And you're getting a star tattoo now, right?
Dude, listen, there's things we could joke about, and that's just one of them that we can't. I'd rather die than ever root for the Cowboys.
I wasn't joking.
I don't say what you want to do. That's off limits, dude. That's mom and dad territory. We don't talk about that.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You cannot make
son.
Anything sports.
I'd rather run through Central Park butt ass naked in the middle of winter than to ever wear or root or say anything positive about the Cowboys.
You've been a real Dallas homer the last
Yeah, well, they let me down per usual, so
the Stars did blow it. And then Joe Pavelski retired today.
Who's that?
He was I'm pretty sure he's a D-man for. That sounds weird.
A defensive
D-man. Yeah, yeah. A D-man
for the Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he played right wing for the Fords. Yeah. So because he used to be with the San Jose Sharks. Then he got traded to them, and then he retired. I'm trying to see if he won a Stanley Cup. So let's see.
Who would he have won it with?
Because the Sharks were good, man.
I remember them being good like 1 year back in the day.
Awards and honors. Nope. All-Star. Yeah. Let's see. Playoffs. They played 18 games in 2010, 2011.
Who, the Sharks?
Yeah, the Sharks in the playoffs.
Trash.
24 in 2015 and 16. That's brutal. I don't know if he ever won one with him.
Probably not.
Because the San Jose Sharks, did they win a Stanley Cup?
It's an easy Google answer.
I'm trying to think. I don't think they ever did. I think they were just real good. Maybe they lost the Stanley Cup.
No, they have never won the Stanley Cup.
Never. Damn.
Zero. They've been to the conference championships once, and they've won the President's Trophy once, and they won their division 6 times.
President's Trophy once, huh? Are you going to share the head-to-head?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Oh, so just for the brand, so Nick kept saying on the podcast last week that I was going to hate your guys' list. So just for the record, I would have had a better list.
Of course.
He said it so much, I was just like, well, now I have to say it. Yeah. And then when I said it, he's like, told you. And I was just like, I only say that when I'm on the episode.
I had a pretty fire list that last week, though. It was heat.
Well, Nick had last leg of a parlay.
Well, he cheated. He cheated by having the first pick. That's bullshit. Of course you go Victor Wembanyama if you have the first pick. You know what I mean? Of course you go Jason Tatum if you have the first pick.
Also, first of all, your list is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but that Jason Tatum joke is funny. Card declining in line.
Yeah.
It's never embarrassing to me.
Well, because you just give zero fucks about everything.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, Nevada with the dental work. I'll just keep the little kid energy. I love it, dude. Because you remember how every little kid was like, I want to go to the dentist, dude.
Dude, I went to get a cleaning last year, and they were like, there's a little bit of damage in your gums, so we're going to do a different type of cleaning. And, she was pressing on my gums. I said, nah, bitch, you got to numb me or this is over. I don't like the dentist, dude.
Have you taken care of your gums?
Yeah, I actually started flossing, dude. I got the little disposable ones.
When did you start flossing? A month ago?
No, when I was living in Texas, so 2 months ago.
Just a year after the cleaning?
Yeah. Yeah. I got around to it.
No, but that stressful situation, that was a good PCP. You guys did a good job. I was laughing. And then when I didn't watch the video. I just listened to it on Spotify because I'm pretty sure I was playing a video game at the same time. But when Nick picked last leg of a parlay, I could just feel you in Nevada getting pissed. But I was also like, that's the clear number one.
Yeah, dude. Trust me. I felt it in real time.
Also, because that's a perfect segue for us.
Can we just skip this part?
No, dude. No, because the worst part is Nick and Nevada aren't here to help me do this part. But for those of you who've been keeping track, we've created a parlay just to mess with Nick because he has a habit of showing up late. We call it Nick's a Time Suck Parlay. Over the course of 2.5 months, it was like 113 minutes. So we took that. It was $1 for every minute, and then we submitted a parlay. Nick does not submit a leg. It's just Eric, Nevada, and myself. Nevada picked Joseph Newgarden to win the Coca-Cola. Was it the Coca-Cola?
It was, but it was top 5
to finish top
5 or top 3?
Top 3.
Yeah.
To finish top 3 at the Coca-Cola. And then Joseph Newgarden won it, which is what Nevada originally wanted.
Doesn't matter anyway.
I had Scotty Scheffler. I forget the tournament, but it wasn't like a super big one, maybe like a Heritage Classic or something like that. To finish top 5, he finished top 5, and Eric had Eric. Would you like to tell us what leg you had?
I had the final leg because both of theirs hit on a Sunday, so I had a week to suffer, and I took the Dallas Stars, and this is just. I took the Dallas Stars to win the Western Conference Finals. And Dallas fucked me like it always does. And let's just talk about something real quick. This culture that men have created where like cashing out is bitch move. Like let's not do that, all right? Because I had an opportunity to get the homies like $700.
No, don't. You gotta say the number correctly. Don't exaggerate to make yourself feel better.
What was it? Like 600?
It was 500 something.
Yeah, it was like 600.
No, it was not. It was 500.
Bro.
I will go look at the messages, bro.
Maybe. I'm just saying it was anywhere between $500 and $700. And I was like, fuck it, let's ride, dude. And then I lost the homies' money. I mean, it was free money because it was Nick's money. So I'm actually kind of glad we lost. But, he got the $50 bonus bet because of me. So, I don't know, man. It was just stressful. Fuck Dallas. Minus the Mavericks. Mavericks lifelong fan.
I don't know why you picked a series winner for that parlay. That was like...
You guys pick ridiculous bets, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, not really because Scotty was bound to finish top 5. I don't know shit about NASCAR, but, Nevada seems to always be close, 0.03 seconds away from hitting his bet. So
the problem is like you made it stressful on yourself because you picked a bet that was going to take a week longer than us. That's more along the lines of what I was getting at, right? It was like, fine. A series winner is whatever. You have a 50-50 shot, basically.
I should have just picked Dallas Mavericks to win the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You also picked hockey, which
it's not my go-to.
It's not your go-to.
I think I've made like 4 hockey bets my whole life, and I've lost all of them. And you know when I knew we were fucked? When Nick was like, Edmonton's gonna Edmonton. I was like, damn, Nick just cursed us.
Nick cursed us. He hit us with the whoop-de-whoop. And he ultimately won because he got that $50 bonus bet. And we didn't get it. We didn't get it money to bet again.
Just so here's like, listen, if you don't have $80,000, like if your cash out isn't something stupid like $80,000, just cash out. Just take the money.
But my thing is like if the cash out, like if the hit is $100K and the cash out is like 45, and I bet $5,
take the cash out.
I'm taking the cash out.
Take the cash out.
If I only bet $100 and the cash out is only $500, like I'm probably gonna let it ride because that's the reason why I bet. You know what
I mean? In that sense, you are right. But it's just for me.
Well, you stress.
I stress and I don't like losing people's money.
But it's not his money. It was our money. That was the whole point of the parlay. It was our money.
Yeah.
Also, it was play money. It was money specifically designed to bet. If we would have hit, I would have told Nick, take that money and put it on another bet. You can ask the boy Shay.
We doubling down for sure.
You could ask the boy Shay.
I was there for that.
We just hit a UFC parlay. And he was like, hey, man, you want me to send you this money, minus the initial bets that we put down? And I was just like, nah, dog, let's just run it back. So now I have a parlay for Edmonton and Dallas to win
the
the championships.
Ooh.
And I told him, I was like, look, my heart wants Edmonton, Dallas. Right? My heart wants Edmonton, Dallas. But, it's pretty scary to look across the side where you have Boston and the Florida Panthers who both have, experience in the finals. So
that's a little plus 477 action right there.
Yeah, what did we get it at? Because he sent me the slip. So
long story short,
$100 is $612.75. It was plus $513 when we bet it.
So it's gone down. All right. So I stressed for a week, gave myself 2 new ulcers, lost our money, and that sums it up. Tragedy, dude. Just tragedy after tragedy in my life, dude.
All right, let's get into head-to-head here.
Yeah. So last week, solid head-to-head. If you listen to the podcast motto, Jermaine went 1-2. He hit on a plus 320 UFC parlay, putting him at 11-55, down 27.99 units. Nick went 1-2 as well, putting him at 758-1, down 27.87 units. Nevada went 0-3, putting him at 24-42, down 4.14 units. And I went 0-3 as well, putting me at 21-45 on the season, up 16.19 units.
Uh-oh. Nick and I both hit. You and Nevada missed.
It was a fluke.
Uh-oh.
It was a fluke, dude.
Uh-oh.
It was a fluke.
Let me sit in last all year.
Not one game.
Let me sit in last all year,
Not
baby.
one game in the Mavericks Timberwolves Eastern or Western Conference Finals went over 209. Not one. Guess how much the last one went to? 223. Fucking bullshit, dude.
Here we go. I'm gonna sit last all year. I'm gonna just.
Nah, I'm gonna get it right, dude. I'm gonna get every pick this week right.
Bro, tortoise in the hair, baby. Tortoise in the hair, baby.
Such a bullshit strategy.
Let's go. And I'm making my people money. Hashtag fade us.
I'm betting nothing but -150s the rest of the season.
Scared money.
Nah, I'm getting this win, dude.
Scared money. Look at him. He's already scared. He feels it. He feels it slipping out of his hands, ladies and gentlemen. Mark the week. What week is this? Week 23? Week 23 of PCP. Eric is scared.
Yeah, no bets in yet this week, so.
I know. That's actually pretty shocking.
Yeah, well, Nick's preoccupied doing non-podcast stuff, so.
Oh, shots fired.
Just kidding.
Let's go ahead and get into the what are we calling it? Vision 5?
I guess.
Something like that, dude.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do a full PCP. There was only 2 of us, so this is the best we could come up with. Top 5 most comfortable clothing items.
You started off.
You submit. You want me to start?
Yeah, you start.
Hoodie.
Damn it, dude.
Okay, so we both agree. Like, why are you upset?
Are we? Is this one? Like, this is the most comfortable piece of clothing? In my opinion, it is. Like, it's hands down.
Sure. Yeah, a hoodie is probably the most comfortable piece of clothing.
So if we're going,
don't you dare say underwear.
No.
I will get up and fight you on camera.
No, unless you're wearing like something silky smooth, like it ain't.
No.
There's
a reason why going commando is the term for not wearing undies.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. That was a play on words there.
I know. I was just trying not to bite at low-hanging fruit here.
Is that another pun?
We're not doing it.
Twig and berries?
I'm gonna go wintertime. Those stupid fluffy socks, they're insanely fluffy.
So I agree. Just like a super comfortable pair of socks.
Yeah.
I agree.
It changes the whole vibe.
For sure. It is a vibe. I don't know how high that is on the list though. This is more like a Family Feud style list. So like.
Oh, I think if we took it to a vote, it would probably be like 4 or 5.
No, I mean between you and I.
Yeah.
Is that number 2?
Yeah.
You're gonna put that number 2?
No. I mean, I'm open. And I mean, how many more comfortable clothing items are we going to get to here? You know what I mean?
I know a few.
We'll put it at 4.
So my most of my comfortable clothing items consist of not wearing clothes, though. Now go ahead, put the socks in too. They are a vibe. Those, yeah, for sure. Oh, my next submission is bathrobe.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say kimono, but
I want a kimono. So hey, for all of those listeners, I have a birthday coming up in August and Christmas exists. Feel free to send your boy a kimono.
it has to be authentic from Japan, though. None of this
Yeah,
bullshit replica.
it has to be big motherfucker size.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big bitch.
This might be like way too specific, but I still have them.
It's gonna get weird.
No, I mean maybe, but really broken into basketball shorts. You know what I mean?
That's not where I.
What did you think
I thought you were gonna finish with shoes. But
No.
Really broken into basketball shorts.
Like, yeah, because I have a pair of Nikes that I've had since like junior year of high school, and they're still the most comfortable pair of shorts I have. I love rocking them. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you can break in a pair of basketball shorts, my guy.
Just wearing them and wearing them and wearing them. You know what I mean?
So basically old basketball shorts. Or just basketball shorts. It doesn't have to be old.
It could just be basketball shorts, to be honest.
All right, we'll put that at 5. Wait, bathrobe's number 3? You just put that in like
I'm just throwing stuff in, dude.
Bathrobe's number 3. I mean, you can't really argue bathrobe.
I would put it at 3.
Yeah,
I might even put it above socks. To be honest, I didn't know you were gonna throw me with that curveball.
You put socks at 2.
I know. I forgot about robes. When we came up with this, I totally forgot about robes.
Got it.
Because as comfortable as they are, I genuinely I don't wear them that often.
What a loser.
Okay. So last time I saw you walk around here in a robe, motherfucker. Never.
What are you talking about? Never. I have a robe.
I have a robe.
What you talking about, Willis?
I do. It's blue.
I'm going with you could have picked any color. That doesn't convince anybody. You know what I mean? Like, what was that? Like, you just thought like saying the color was going to convince people?
It is blue.
This motherfucker. No, it's blue. It's real for sure. My bad. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's great. Man, so this could go any number of ways because I was gonna go with like slippers or like sandals, broken in sandals, obviously.
Been looking
like Birkenstocks.
Been looking for some house shoes for a minute, dude.
Oh, that's right. I have to do that. I send you a suggestion. Trying to think of what else could there. Those UFUs are. I bought the hype and the hype delivered, dog.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna submit and you can veto and then we can come up with another idea. I'm gonna submit gray sweatpants.
I was gonna say sweatpants. That was my
sweatpants.
Yeah,
dude.
Sweatpants.
You know what I really like now?
You just want them gray for inappropriate reasons, but yeah, sweatpants.
For the ladies, bro.
Yeah, we know.
Because ladies love cool Jermaine, dude.
Oh God, it actually fits. LL Cool J.
You got so mad.
Nah, it's cool.
So I actually like joggers now. I never thought I'd buy the hype into joggers, and let me tell you what, people were right. I don't know why it took me so long to adopt.
It's the only pair of pants I wear, dude.
But it has to be a well-tailored like cuff, because there's some that suck.
Yeah. You know what makes me sad, dude? Because you always call me out on it, and now unfortunately, because you beat me to the punch, I can never buy those Japanese pants without you giving me shit for it. Even though I've been following that Instagram page for like 2 years, just never pulled the trigger on it because I was skeptical. I was like, I don't know if the quality's gonna be good.
2 years.
Nah, it's trash.
2 years.
But
you've been following them since the birth of Christ.
They're comfortable, aren't they?
They're fire, dude. They're fire, bro. Just get a pair.
I want to.
Just get a pair.
Yeah, probably.
They always have deals. Also, I mean, they're not really that expensive either. So, but yeah, I was just talking the other day. I need to get some new clothes.
Yeah, man.
So this is the final list.
Yeah, hoodie, fluffy socks, bathrobe, sweatpants, basketball shorts.
Any like honorable mentions?
You know what? It might not be the most comfortable. I guess. No, I was gonna say, like, don't you just feel good in a tailored suit? Like,
yeah, I was gonna say tailored
you
suit.
feel good in it. Like, it's not the most comfortable, like a bathrobe or you know what I mean. But
I think if it's tailored correctly,
you
I think
feel
it's
good in
comfortable.
it. Like,
I think it's comfortable.
you know, I don't know. I think a tailored suit should be on the list for comfortable and overalls.
I like wearing unbuttoned button-ups.
Yeah,
I like the aesthetic, especially for like pool and beach.
little gold chain hanging. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. I think it's comfortable, right? It's a lot more comfortable than wearing all the buttons.
Yeah. Wife beaters when we were younger were comfortable.
I did wear.
Just throw them on, walk outside.
I would never wear them in public.
No, I'm outside, like working in the yard with your dad and stuff.
Heavy
right?
judge if I see you just in public.
Yeah,
in a wife beater.
Like, I'm not going to the mall wearing a wife beater. It ain't happening.
I did wear them as undershirts though.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere along the line, I was like, "Yo, this is a lot of laundry."
Dude, my dad
just decided to not wear them.
I think the reason why I stopped wearing them. So my dad's super old school, and we'd go to, like, you know, events, weddings, or whatever, and he would make me and my brothers before me tuck our wife beater into our underwear.
Okay.
And it just got annoying.
Oh, I was like waiting for like.
Has anybody else, like, you never done that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
I've tucked my undershirts into my.
Dude, it drove me crazy, man.
It keeps it tight. Like, that's the whole point of it.
I get it.
It keeps it tight. So that way that buildup isn't happening at the buckle area.
Mm-hmm.
So that way the outer shirt still looks crispy.
Yeah, I get it. He explained it, but it was so annoying and it felt weird.
It's a fabric on your balls. It's the same thing as underwear. I'm not sure how that feels weird, but okay.
It was a mental thing, dude. I don't know. I can't.
It's got to be a mental thing for sure. Yeah.
Or maybe it was just rebellion because my dad made me do it. So I was like, well, fuck this.
That could also be it. We were idiot little kids.
Yeah.
It's really funny to look back on it now as an adult and just like look back at like, and you're just like, why? Why was I so stubborn? Why was I so dumb about certain things?
I caught whoopings for shit that I look back at and I'm like, I should have just taken out the trash. Like,
the easiest one.
It wasn't that hard. Just take out the trash.
The easiest one. Just take out the trash.
Yeah, it's not like I had that many, chores and shit.
Bro, that's amazing. I've never gotten whooped for not taking out the trash, but you probably did some outlandish shit with it. You probably got told 3 or 4 times, and you said, well, just take out the trash. And then.
No, so my part of the job was to take the trash cans from the side of the house to the street on trash day.
Okay.
And I missed like 4 weeks in a row.
4 weeks, Eric?
Yeah.
I would have hung you upside down, dude.
So my dad was like, well, the only way he's going to get this is if I beat it into him. So never missed again, though.
I would have hung you upside down from your broken-in basketball shorts.
Never going to live that one down.
No, I get basketball shorts, but broken in, I'm like, I don't know, like broke, like you could break in a seat on a sofa.
There's a level of wear on clothing where it makes a difference. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I have worn my Room303 shirt, a gang, and I haven't thought it's gotten more comfortable.
It has, though.
No, it has not. It's gotten stretched out, Eric.
More comfortable.
That's not more comfortable. The fit on those shirts is where it's at.
Yeah.
And for them to stretch out is sad.
That's why I bought those True Classic shirts, man. They cuff real nice, That's for guys with a little bit bigger bellies.
Cuff yo chick. All right.
What are we getting into here?
Well, let's talk about the Champions League final. Wasn't even your team.
Listen, I lost a head-to-head bet.
Bro, don't get me started. I had that whole thing predicted perfectly well if Jude Bellingham would have gotten his head out of his ass. One of them was literally because he had a header that he should have put in the back of the net, and I would have ended up with a 3-goal score line, over 2.5 total team goals, and Jude Bellingham anytime goal scorer.
Yeah.
frustrating. It was a frustrating game to watch because my bet should have hit.
It was the typical happens in almost every final you watch. Not every final, but a lot of them, where one team is just attacking. Shots on goal, shots on goal, shots on goal. Nothing goes in. And then the team that was just chilling capitalizes with 80 minutes or at the 80-minute mark. It was a little earlier for Man City or for Real this year, but
it was kind of a tale of two halves. Maybe you could break it into 60 minutes. But Dortmund, it sounds wrong. Dortmund dominated the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Should have had at least one goal.
Yeah.
Minimum should have had at least one goal. I thought they could have scored 2 goals. Then they came out and it kind of flipped in the second half. And Real Madrid started getting quality chances. I mean, the stat that blew our mind was it was 1.82 expected goals for Borussia in the first half, and Real was 0.08.
Yeah, they were not even. It's like they weren't even present. They were like, oh, we'll show up at the second half, and do our thing.
And Borussia was they were just running. They were running drills, dog. Running drills, hitting crossbars, like doing everything but scoring, and it ended up costing them.
I will say though, since I'm not really a fan, or none of these teams are a rival. Real Madrid's annoying because they win a lot. They have the most Champions League finals ever. What is it now? 15 now. But one thing that is cool to see, and this is cool to see going into the Euro, is the birth of a superstar, man.
Talking about
Jude, man.
Oh, dude,
20 years old.
Jude's been a stud for a minute.
But it's when you do it at Borussia, cool.
I thought you were going to talk about Vinny.
Well, Vinny's been a
Vinny's arguably the best player in the world right now.
I mean, they're going to have all 3 of them next year. So,
well, it's because you hate Erling Haaland.
Who?
Bro, come on now. Like what? And KDB is still on City too. So like those are all 2 top 5 players right now.
Well, we don't have to get into that, but there is a future star in Jude Bellingham. They have a star in Vinny Jr. They have youth all over the place. Basically, they're doing what Man City wanted to do for 10 years. They did it for the last 10 years without breaking financial fair play rules.
That's the worst part. They did everything above board. They sold off their old guys, got the money back for that. I hate it so much, bro. I hate it. 15 Champions League titles.
Yeah. But it's going to make Euros super fun, man.
I wish Vinny was in Euros. Copa America should be fun.
Should be fun. But we already know the 2 teams that are going to dominate that.
Oh, Brazil and Argentina?
Yeah.
They're going to lose to the USA, so it's no big deal.
I fucking pray and hope
Could you imagine? I might go streaking if USA wins, dude.
The whole
might.
The whole cup?
The whole thing. If they win Copa America, dude.
Yeah.
I just don't, man, if Reyna wasn't hurt, bro. If Reyna wasn't not that fucking old fuckface would play him anyways. I can't believe you got his job.
I think it's a cursed position.
What?
U.S. men's national team coach. Manager. I think it's a cursed position.
Don't say that. No, dude, it's the people in charge. They're picking idiots to be the coach.
Yeah.
Why? Like, Henri had expressed interest to coach us. Jesse Marsh wanted to coach us, and we went back to Greg Berhalter. What are we doing? The coach doesn't have to be American. It doesn't. He doesn't.
It doesn't. I mean, very few, like, I would say the powerhouse countries tend to try to keep their coach from within. But like Sweden, Netherlands, Switzerland, places like that, they're big club, they're big country teams. Like they get to quarterfinals, they get to semifinals. Their coach isn't always from their country. It doesn't have to be. In fact,
we're such a melting pot that it doesn't matter.
It shouldn't be. Go get a Klopp who just retired. Go get somebody like that. Klopp was the first name that came to mind, but
well, I mean, he's also really fucking good.
Yeah, we had a German before.
What you do is you get Klopp, and then you put Marsh on his staff.
Train him.
and you have Marsh
mentor.
Marsh get mentored.
Yeah.
Like that's the way you do it. And then you have an American coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be any American. It doesn't have to be Marsh, but
I can go coach him up, dude.
I don't know, man. I've seen your FIFA tactics.
Attack.
Okay.
Full steam ahead. Give the ball to Pulley. Let him do his thing.
And that's how you get jobbed up every time, dude.
Dude, don't start that. Because we can do it right now.
Bro.
We'll do a live stream.
I'll whoop that ass.
Nah,
bro, all you do is attack and then leave yourself open. Game.
Nah, well, now that you told me, I'll counter it up on you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play defense?
I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard.
Can you spell defense?
You just stay in defense.
Defense. All right. Yo, I want to talk about the striker for Dortmund. What's his name? Fjorberg?
It's one, yeah. It's something like that. I mean,
it's German, so I gotta look this up real quick.
Yeah.
Because I think Germany may have found their striker that they've been missing for seems like a while, man. Looking him up. Yeah, it's Füllkrug. Füllkrug. F-U-L-L-K-R-U.
Füllkrug? I don't know, dude.
I think it might be Fuel.
Is he German though?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he is. I'm pretty sure I've seen him play for the German national team before as well. That they might be onto something with that guy. I do want to spotlight Dortmund for always being considered the team that just sells off. They're always good, and they're always good to make a final once in 10 years, right? And despite like them developing youth players. So
it is pretty much like every 10 years, like 97, 14, 24. It's like every 10 years they'll get there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I get what people are saying because they do. Like if they would have kept Haaland, they would have kept Sancho. I know he's back with them, but they would have kept Jude. Who like they sold to everyone who's basically good right now. Like if they would have kept them all,
yeah,
that squad.
The problem with Borussia is somewhere in that organization they have some of the best scouts because they do bring in. But the problem with Borussia is they don't have the selling power that Real have, that Barca have, that United have. Simply because you go on the street and you ask any kid, you know, which football team they would watch. Most of them are going to say what? Real Madrid.
The funnest team to watch?
No, just like if they let's say somebody who doesn't really know much about soccer, but you ask them a question, most people can get Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man United.
Mm-hmm.
This and Borussia doesn't have that. They're not as respected on a large scale as to where people who truly watch football know, like, they always finish top 4. They're always in Champions League. They make runs to the semis, to the quarters all the time. Every once in a while, they'll pop into a final. And they produce absolute heat talent throughout the 5 leagues. You go look at in the 5 leagues, you go look at any team, somebody from Borussia Dortmund is on that team.
And it's fan-owned.
Yeah.
That's what's holding Dortmund back.
Yeah.
Probably because they can't afford to pay. You know what I mean? They can't pay a Sancho, a Pulley. They can't pay all those dudes at the same time. So instead, they build like this, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I actually have a soft spot for Dortmund. I was pulling for them to win, but I obviously bet against them because I knew they wouldn't. This new iteration of the Galacticos is going to be a nightmare. Dude.
For lack of a better word, it's just retarded how good this team's going to be.
Because they're getting Eldritch back, right? Is it Eldritch?
Mm-hmm. Edric, you mean?
Edric.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, because
Eldritch
is a little too Irish.
Edric, yeah, he's
Edric.
But he is actually right? 18 years old, so he is still a question mark. They're also announcing.
Yeah, he's Brazilian.
Mbappe.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was understood already.
And then once the financial fair play shit goes down for Man City, they're going to announce Erling Haaland, and it's going to be over. It's going to be over.
So you are holding out hope for this, and I just want to play the counter. The Man City is suing EPL now.
Yeah, but 12 out of 19 teams sign the tender. Like they want this shit taken care of. And if the judge, if the arbiter, was it arbiter?
Arbitration, yeah, arbiter.
If the arbiter doesn't go in favor of the league, I could see it causing more issues to the point where teams are like, well, fuck that, we're not going to play. Or like, fuck that, like, we're just going to do whatever we want then. Because they genuinely do not follow the rules. 119 charges. 119 charges. If I was accused of doing anything 119 times, I fucking did it. It's not like they accused me once or twice. It's not like Michael Jackson where I skated once or twice, all right? It's 119 times.
Those are Larry Nassar numbers, dude.
I'm just saying. You did it. You did something wrong if you're accused 119 times. There's no argument. You can't argue it. He's just throwing a pity party for himself because he knows his little brand of I'm going to funnel money to these people and backdoor and under the table deals are going to go away for him. And they're going to be relegated and they're going to be shit for the next 20 years.
Who's the best coach in soccer right now, Eric?
Ancelotti.
It has to be, right? Why does no one ever talk about him?
He just won back-to-back Champions
League.
Because
he's not in EPL?
After retiring, he was like, I'm going to come back, win a couple, and then retire again. Like, yeah, he's the best.
The only reason is because he's not in EPL, right?
Possibly. He's won it in EPL, though, so it doesn't.
I know. That's what's so crazy. So, like, let's see. I want to go manager. Juventus, and then he went to Milan. And Milan, he won 2 Champions League with 1 runner-up.
The only one he ever lost, right?
I actually don't know his record. I think
that's the only one he ever lost.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's the only final he's ever lost. Then Real, he did 13, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24.
He coached United, didn't he?
No. He coached your team, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, but we don't talk about those years.
What? He won the Prem League with you guys. Yeah. He did not win Champions League with an English team.
Still, he won the Prem League. Like,
he's won every league, by the way.
Every league he's coached in.
Well, yeah, I guess every league.
Yeah.
So what I meant by every league is he's won Serie A, he's won the English Premier League, he's won Bundesliga, he's won
he coached Bayern?
Liga 1. Yeah, he coached Bayern. He won with he won the Bundesliga with Bayern, and then they got rid of him. Or I think that's when he might have retired. But he never won a Champions League with them. But PSG, he won Liga 1. He won Serie A with AC Milan.
Okay.
Premier League with Chelsea. La Liga with Real. Bunda with Bayern.
Damn. That you just DJ Khaled, bro.
This is why it always cracks me up because it's like everyone always talks about Klopp and everyone talks about Pep. And I'm like, that is purely an English Premier League discussion. Like, there are other coaches. Like, I promise you there are.
In La Liga, you have – well, he's the only really good coach in La Liga right now.
Because Barca – Hansi Flick with Barca.
Hansi will be dope.
I don't like that. It makes me mad. Like, so if he was available, what is Manchester United doing?
Fucking around.
What is Manchester United doing?
They're following the Chelsea playbook at this point. God, hire and fire, dude. Hire and fire.
I think we should just keep Ten Hag.
Nah, it was a you can't have your worst finish and stay at United.
Our worst season was a trophy.
I understand that.
Our worst season was a trophy, and we beat Manchester City at Wembley.
I
and
understand
prevented them from winning the double.
I understand that. But
with all the injuries
and champions.
No, we're in Europa.
Oh, okay.
Because we won the cup. He got us European football on top of that. I think you're correct. I think from an outsider's perspective, I think everyone and I think people at United are thinking, well, he just had the worst season.
Yeah.
He can't stay. We're going to ignore all the injuries. We're going to ignore Jadon Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo causing a ruckus. We're going to ignore all the lack of discipline those players had. And the dude still won a trophy.
Yeah. He wasn't a bad coach. It's
His
just
tactics could be questionable.
If there's any sport where a manager's neck is always on the line, it's football. Football. It is. like very few Klopp. We heard rumors about Klopp getting fired like last year.
Klopp should have been fired.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You just hate the man.
No, I just didn't want him to coach Liverpool no more.
Nah.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
And Pep's leaving next year. Let's fucking go.
And all I know is that Bayern has Vincent Kompany. And that is going to be a tragedy.
Bro.
That they're going to get murdered.
You guys signed Maresca? How do you say his name? Maresca?
Yeah.
Choke.
Maresca?
You can't just say, yeah, I'm asking you, Eric.
Enzo Maresca.
Maresca. All right. Yeah. I was like, well, that was helpful. Thank you for... You guys are getting rid of Gallagher, your midfielder?
Wait, what?
No. That's the top storyline. Aston Villa is going to buy him.
Well, I mean, the guy coached Leicester. Fuck that club.
You're talking about Enzo?
Yeah.
Maresca?
Yeah.
So he... Oh, no. Conor Gallagher excited to work with Enzo. Yeah, dude, it's always so hard to understand soccer. They just be reporting stuff.
It's first. It's whoever's first. It's not whoever's right. It's whoever's first.
Let's get into the Stanley Cup Finals. So oh boy, let me pull up that article real quick.
I'll tell you who's not in there. Dallas. Fucking bums.
Fucking Dallas, dude.
Absolute bums, dude.
They cost us, dude. They really did. So basically, it's Edmonton. The Edmonton Oilers versus
Florida Panthers.
Versus the Florida Panthers, who are back-to-back now.
Yep. Back-to-back L's, dude.
You see you picking against them again?
100%.
All right, so Florida never won it before. They defeated Lightning 4-1, Bruins 4-2, Rangers 4-2. They probably have the better goalie in Bobrovsky, who has a 12-5 record. 908 save percentage and 2.2 goals against average, which is really fucking good. I mean, you'd probably want the save percentage a little higher, maybe like 9.2, but that's really fucking good. Obviously, they have Matthew Tkachuk, who wore all black for the New York Rangers funeral. He's leading up a team that is way deeper than I thought, has arguably the best defense in hockey. I've literally just watched and just been like, how do you score on this team? I think I've verbally said that against the New York Rangers. And then they're a lot deeper, like scoring-wise, from that perspective. So I think it's going to come down to that defense, right? Obviously, because Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and then they have Zach Hyman for the Oilers as well, who's had a pretty good postseason run. I didn't really know much about him until this postseason. So, then there's the coaching matchup, right? The coaching matchup. The Florida Panthers coach has been in the league for 20 years. The Edmonton Oilers coach hasn't coached a full season.
Just riding the coattails of his players, dude.
Because he was hired in November.
What happened to the OG?
They fired their coach in November.
So they fired their coach and they made it to the finals.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Fucking hockey, man.
So they moved on from Jay Woodcroft and hired Chris Knobloch. So saved the season, obviously. Yeah, because Edmonton started bad. Jay Woodcroft. See if we can't pull this up.
That's insane to have a coaching change and make it to. Who else has done that? LeBron with David Blatt and Ty Lue? I can't think of anybody else who's done it.
To make the finals after a coaching change?
Yeah. Like in-season coaching change.
Atlanta Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals with Nate McMillan.
It's not the finals.
It's literally in the fucking name. It says the finals.
Nah. It's not the finals, though.
You're just mad because you guys lost.
Whatever, dude. I only brought that up because it was my team that lost.
3-9-1 start.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they started 3-9-1 start. And they hired their Hartford Wolfpack. Oh, wait. They hired the coach of the Hartford Wolfpack of the AHL.
Was it American Hockey League?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that like the G League for hockey?
No, so it's just like a professional hockey league.
Oh, okay.
But obviously there's tiers, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's I guess you can but it's more like CFL.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like it's its own league, but really like everyone's trying to be in the NHL.
Just like in soccer. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably more akin to that for sure. So I totally forgot about that storyline. Because I remember us talking about Edmonton sucking butt at the beginning of the year because all of us had picked McDavid and Edmonton to be good and to make the playoffs, and then they 3-9-1. We were all kind of celebrating because everyone likes to laugh at the best players. McDavid is very much the best player. That goal that he had to sink Dallas.
Oh my god, dude! I don't even know anything about hockey, and that shit was filthy.
I couldn't stop talking about that goal.
Now I understand why they call him Jesus, dude, because he does miracles.
My man's legit. He melted the ice and walked on water to get that goal in, bro.
Dude, it was, like you, even if you don't understand it and you see something crazy, like you see something dope in soccer or a crazy catch in football, like you understand that was crazy. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about hockey, dude.
Because you didn't play it.
I didn't play it. I very rarely watch it. I've been trying to watch it more, but I know what I saw that day, and that shit was. It was filthy. And then he flicked it over him. Like it just made no sense, dude.
He cooked 4 of 5 defenders and the goalie.
And then remember, like maybe 5 minutes after he did that,
the assist.
That. But then he hit the post, and then there's like 6 dudes around, and he still somehow got his puck back, and then put it top corner. And the only reason it didn't go in is because he just put a little too much juice on it. But how do 6 people just let one dude skate all the way around them, get his puck back, do some shenanigans, and then flick it right back? I'm just like, dude, they call him McJesus, and I know why.
We bet against McJesus. That was a bad look.
We had that conversation because you were trying to tell me about Tkachuk, how good he is, and how he's like the leader for the Team USA. And I got all hyped thinking Team USA is going to go wreck the fucking...
Yeah, and I had to temper that.
And then I realized, and then I started looking at rosters for the rest of the world, and I was like, oh, we might not even get 4th place, dude.
Yo, international hockey is awesome.
Yeah.
And America is definitely the underdog in it. And it's awesome. I love it. It's awesome. So Edmonton won the Stanley Cup in 1990, 88, 87, 85, and 84. So they have 5 to their name.
I'm assuming that's when they had the greatest hockey player of all time on their team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. They defeated the Kings 4-1, the Canucks 4-3, and the Stars 4-2 to make it here. What's funny is Stuart Skinner, there's a lot of question marks around him, similar to how Nick and Nevada were talking about Georgie for the Avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
Skinner, and that was one of the things for the Canadian teams. It's always been but you don't have a goaltender. Right, especially the Maple Leafs. That is one argument every year is but they didn't fix goaltender, and I'm like, I always try to argue against it. And I'm like, he's right, so I'm just gonna let him have it, but also fuck him, but fuck him because I want the Maple Leafs to win at this point. Because I have no hate for the Maple Leafs. Apparently the world does, but at this point, I just want them to win so I can laugh at the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So I've officially converted to the dark side. Just now, it's to the point where. I can't say that. If the Cowboys never win, I will be overjoyed.
Absolutely.
But if the Cowboys win, I cannot wait for how obnoxious those fans are going to be.
Have you ever seen that video of that kid where he throws a tantrum and tries to shove the remote in his butt?
Yeah, dude, that was old school internet, dude.
Let the Cowboys fuck around with the Super Bowl.
That's you.
That's me in the middle of the street. Fucking no. I'd rather see the second coming and know that everything is over before I see the Cowboys win the Super Bowl.
Dog, I'm just saying the world is not ready for a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl. And your boy who loves chaos is here for it, bro.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Because if it ever happens, I'm going to sit there laughing because everyone's going to be so upset.
It can't happen, dude.
But Stuart Skinner had a 1.95 goals against the Stars. So, and they were allowing 25.1 shots per game as a defense. So this is legitimately going to be, every goal is going to be at a premium in this game.
Well,
I'm going to be fascinated by this series.
I don't know much, but I will say this: if you got McJesus, you got a chance.
And that's what I told you. I was just like, because I was like, I don't know how you pick the Stars, because I'm not betting against McDavid. But you essentially picked the best team versus the best player. And you were like, we were in an interesting experiment of like, what usually wins? Does the best team win or does the best player win? And in that instance, the best player won.
Easily.
I mean, it was 4-2, so I guess easily is pretty fair. Last two games, Stars didn't really show any fight, so I guess easily is a pretty fair assumption. All right, so that's how Edmonton and Florida got here. You have some backstory for some of those teams. How do you see the series shaking out, Eric?
It's the Stanley Cup, so both teams deserve to be there. I watched Florida versus New York with you, and I heard Nevada say something one time on the podcast where the Panthers can play any style and fuck you up. And I saw that. In game, like they would switch their tactics in game. And it's like you never know really what you're going to defend. So I think it's going to go 7. Who has home? Who has home court?
Home is that's a good question. Let me look it up real quick.
So I think it's going to go 7. But I watched enough of the 2 series before this to say with confidence that if it goes 7, I'm taking McJesus.
Florida has home.
I'm taking McJesus in a game 7.
Okay.
If it goes anything less than 7, Florida will win. If it goes 7, Edmonton wins. And I'm still taking Edmonton to win. Like, that's my pick. I pick Edmonton. I think it's going to go 7, and McJesus can do some nasty shit and win the Stanley Cup.
All right.
That's my pick.
So go ahead and put that in to the doc. You have Edmonton in 7. This is like I said earlier when we were in the head-to-head. The heart wants Edmonton. Right? The heart wants it, because I also said in the opening salvo, right, when we did our future series for the NHL, I said a Canadian team will win it all this year.
The dream lives, dude.
So, like, here we are. And to open the season, I picked Edmonton-Toronto final. I didn't age well, Eric. All right? Give me a break.
Just don't pick Toronto until they get past the
round. I'm riding with the Maple Leafs now, dude. I don't know why, but I have this weird hope for them to win it. It's hard to bet against a team who was just in the Stanley Cup Finals, right? And one of the reasons why they lost to Vegas was because they weren't healthy. And that is not an issue they have this year. Like, Tkachuk had a broken jaw and missed games in the Stanley Cup Finals last year. And he was like, he's their best player. But yeah, I'm going to rock Edmonton. I don't know how many games it's going to be. I'm going to take Edmonton in 6.
Edmonton and 6.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the NBA Finals. So the Dallas Mavericks are pursuing their second championship in history. The first was acquired with Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Kidd as players. Boston is going for their 18th title and to break the record with the Los Angeles Lakers, who are going to sign JJ Redick as of today. My conspiracy theory is spot on. So Boston, they won 64 games this year. Fun fact, that's the most games an Eastern Conference team has won since LeBron led the Miami Heat in 2012, 2013.
What was that, like 67?
I don't have that number for you, actually. I don't have that number. They beat Miami in the first round, going 4-1. They beat Cleveland in the second round, going, what was that one? I don't remember if that was a sweep or not. Going 4-1 as well against the Cavs, and then going 4-0 against the Pacers. So they've lost 2 games. They've won 12, and they have, arguably the best offense we've ever seen from an offensive rating perspective. 122.2 points per game. That's first. They had a differential of 11.7. That's also first. Their defensive rating was 110.6. That has them at second. Their point differential was 11.4, which you can imagine if everything else was first, that's obviously going to be first. And then so they have 12 wins, 2 losses, right, to get to this NBA Finals. And where with the Mavericks, you have they beat the Clippers 4-2, they beat the Thunder 4-2, and they beat the Timberwolves 4-1. So that puts them at 12-5 for the postseason. Dallas has beat the 1, 3, and 4 seeds in the Western Conference. All of them 50-win teams, I believe.
They were all 50-win teams, yes.
Yeah, so that Heat team, Eric looked it up, was 66 wins. Dallas finished with a 50-32 record in the regular season, 2.3 differential, offensive rating of 117, which is 8th, 114.9 defensive, which is 18th, and 2.1 net rating, which is 15th. I will say that this Dallas Mavericks squad is not the same Dallas Mavericks squad that started the year. Dallas was hit with a rash of injuries to begin the season, especially to Dwight Powell and Tim Hardaway Jr. They missed a significant amount of time. At the postseason, at the trade deadline, Dallas added Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, and let me see. I think I have it here somewhere. I think they added someone else, right?
Green was on the team.
Yeah, maybe it was just Gafford and PJ Washington, but I mean, either way, they made a bunch of great moves. I said it on the podcast at the time. I loved what Dallas did from a team building perspective. They really put together a nice squad around Kyrie and Luka. And it's come to fruition, obviously, with a finals appearance here as they're getting ready to take on the Boston Celtics. And it's an interesting matchup from the perspective of who do you think has the 2 best players in this matchup? If you had to rank them, right? So let's say we were taking the top 4, right? So obviously Tatum, Brown, Luka, Kyrie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you had to rank them, what order are you putting them in? I'm assuming you're going Luka first.
Yes, 100%.
All right, who do you got at number 2?
Hear me out.
Just say a name. Why are you making it all dramatic?
I think Kyrie Irving is the second best player in this series.
Okay. And so then you have
Tatum
over Brown.
And then I have about 6 other players, and then I have Brown. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so let's see. Let me see if I can get you some stats here. Jaylen Brown. So he's averaged 25 points on 54.1 shooting, 6.1 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.1 steals per game.
Yeah.
Through the first 3 rounds, and won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the Larry Bird Trophy. Let's see. Jason Tatum is averaging 26 points, 10.4 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.1 steals through Boston's postseason run. His efficiency is dog shit. This is why I keep telling you Jason Tatum's not playing well, right? He just has a team that can prop him up. So
he's not a bum who can't go left, get an MVP out of him.
Well, it's just because Jason Tatum's shooting 44.2% from the field.
Yeah.
And 29% on 3-pointers.
The whole playoffs?
This is for the playoffs. Yeah, this postseason.
Good
yeah.
Lord.
That's my big red flag for the Celtics, right? It's what the hell is going on with Jason Tatum? Now, Jason Tatum has an uncanny ability, size, athleticism, willingness to still impact the game while not scoring efficiently. But it's the NBA Finals, man. You got to get your shit together because
that's pretty god-awful.
You can't be shooting like this against Luka and Kyrie.
No.
All right, so Luka's statistics, right? So Luka is
greatness.
So his 31-point scoring average in the postseason is the second best behind who?
All time?
Yeah, in the postseason. He's
Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan. I don't know why you got.
I didn't know the answer, but like that just seems right.
So he leads the postseason in assists with 9.1. He's logged 6 triple doubles.
Best player in basketball besides the other best player in basketball.
So Kyrie Irving, ex-Celtic, fascinating storyline going into this. So he's shooting 48.2% from the field. That's the best of his playoff career, and 42.3 from three. So I don't actually have his like per game statistics here. Actually, it's a pretty bad article.
You know what? This is what I've been saying. You've heard me say it multiple times throughout the playoffs. The Mavericks have the first half leading scorer, and they have the second half leading scorer. And when you ask me to rank these players, and this might be stupid because this isn't based on stats, this isn't based on numbers or anything like that. Out of the 4 players, 2 of them in a late game situation give me a little bit of fear, and 2 of them don't. I don't fear Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at the end of close game in the fourth quarter. I don't fear them.
Okay, so you're ranking Luka and Kyrie, both stars for Dallas, over either star for Boston.
Yes.
And your final ranking was Luka, Kyrie, Tatum, Brown.
Yes.
Even after I gave you Tatum statistics.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if he turns it on, those numbers mean nothing. Stats are cool.
He hasn't turned it on for 16 games. So
I know. Stats are cool. 16. They played 16 games?
14.
Oh.
14.
Stats are cool, but a player's ability is still a player's ability. And I know that if, he wants to turn it on, he can go out there and give you 35 a night.
Is this not his ability, though?
I mean, you're right. It's what he's doing.
That's the argument I always get. Like, I was like, okay.
I just can't pick a guy that can't go left or dribble a basketball. He can't dribble a basketball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know that. I said that about Jaylen Brown.
So, no, he can't. I don't care about the numbers. He's not going over Jason Tatum.
Can't dribble. He's dominating. He's dominating. 54.1% as a shooting guard is really fucking good, my guy.
Yeah, it's all layups with his right hand. I'm just kidding.
Layups is layups, bro. All right. So star advantage, Dallas. Team advantage, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, Tim Hardaway Jr., Hardy, Green. Did I say Lively? I think I.
Jones. You said Jones Jr.?
Derek Jones Jr. Yeah. So versus Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis is back, Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, Drew Holiday, Sam Hauser. So which team do you think has a better team? Stars out of it, obviously.
I'm going to say the Boston Celtics do have the better team. And also, it's going to be an interesting matchup because everybody on that Boston team can shoot, especially with Kristaps coming back into he's coming back to the starting lineup, I'm assuming, right?
He's going to be ready for game 1.
Okay, yeah. So with Kristaps coming back to the starting lineup, that means the homie that replaced him, who is not a three-point shooter, he's more of a big man down there. That means Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are going to be the 7th and 8th worst three-point shooters on the court. And that's going to be an interesting – that's where the Celtics might have – that's where they have the advantage, I think, is their depth in their team and the fact that those guys can just shoot lights out, man. And the Mavericks have been known to be friendly to doubling up on people. And there's really not anybody you have to double Jason Tatum sometimes. You have to double Jaylen Brown sometimes. But this is the team that can really punish you if you double somebody. So I think they have the team advantage for sure.
Yeah, from the perspective of Drew and Derek White are going to be primary matchups for Luka and Kyrie. I'm not saying they're going to stop them. So I hate that everyone always has to say that because people's instant thing is to get upset and it's like, they can't guard, they can't. I was like, shut up.
They can impact, though.
Yes, for sure. They can make lives difficult. That's exactly what they do, like the Bruce Bowen effect.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, dude.
I still got Mavs in 6, but
So the Celtics were holding teams to a league worst 35.2% on corner threes. That was during the regular season. In the playoffs, they're limiting teams to an NBA low 23.5%.
23.5%.
So in the postseason, the Mavericks are hitting 40.4%.
This is a clash of like. Honestly, man, it's going to be interesting to watch because they match up. Because Gafford and Lively are, for lack of a better term, phenomenal rim protectors, I think. But they're not going to have that luxury of just sitting down there with Rudy Gobert. I know Cat stretches the court, but Horford, Kristaps, whoever else you want to throw in there, they all stretch the court. So how willing are Gafford and Lively going to be? How willing, and two, how impactful they're going to be if they're going to be taken out of that paint.
It's going to be fascinating because Kristaps Porzingis is the key, right? If Kristaps comes back and looks like he ain't missed, the last month and a half of basketball, right? And he's just splashing threes, swatting shots, catching alley-oops.
It's going to be a bad day.
It's going to be tough for Dallas.
Yeah.
But how much of that can you expect from Kristaps?
I mean, in 7 games, give him some rest. Don't overwork him. Shoot some cortisone up in his knees.
It's going to be interesting. The thing is like, how much basketball activity has he been doing?
He probably hasn't been doing too much.
And you know what I mean? Like, is he still sharp for defensive rotations? Is he still sharp for running offensive play sets? Is he still sharp to make his own? You know what I mean? Like, those are things like Kristaps can do. Like, is he going to be able to rotate defensively just as well as he was beforehand? Like,
yeah,
it's going to be fascinating. All right, who has the coaching advantage?
Man, that's so tough. I like what I've seen. I like the adjustments I've seen from Jason Kidd. I'm going to go Jason Kidd.
All right, so you have Jason Kidd over Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like the adjustments he's made. He saw weaknesses in his team. I'm sure, GMing has a lot to do with it, but Cade was like, yo, go get Gafford. Go get, and I think he's worked the system. He took that. What'd you say they were 18th on defense all year? But that's a tale of two. That's.
Yeah, I mean, they were not. 18th is their defensive rating.
Yeah.
It was not that good to start the year, though.
But they are something else on defense now.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I really like I'm going to give it to Jason Kidd. I'm kind of curious as to who you pick because I know – I don't know, but you've never really seemed like a big fan of Jason Kidd as a coach.
I don't think – Jason Kidd has gotten better. Joe Mazzulla has not.
Okay.
Joe Mazzulla, it blows my mind. He has one thing that he's going to play. And if it doesn't work that game, they're going to lose by 40. It's been my biggest complaint for this Celtics squad. I mean, before Joe Mazzulla, at least with Ime, they had some sets that they ran. Joe Mazzulla has shown me some better play sets this time, but he also hasn't been playing very good postseason teams. Like, let's just put it frankly, right? Jimmy Butler missing, Terry Rozier missing, right? Mm-hmm. Really dwindles them. I think Bam Adebayo almost missed a game.
They've had a lot of luck.
Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell missed games.
Yeah.
Jared Allen missed the series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Darius Garland got hurt. Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton got hurt. So, and the Indiana Pacers, if they had any sense of they had Russell Westbrook IQ in 3 of those 4 games. If they don't bust out Russell Westbrook IQ, they win 1, at least 2, maybe, right? And then it's a 2-2 series going to Boston for Game 5. So I'm not confident in Joe Mazzulla. And Jason Kidd I thought he was good, then he got bad, and now he's been good again. There's a reason why people want Jason Kidd in their circles, right? So personnel also matters. I just think Joe Mazzulla with the talent he's had, they should not be in these. I don't care that they're NBA professional teams, right? When they're missing those players,
yeah,
with your team stacked with Drew Holiday, Derek White, like Al Horford, like your team should be smacking them. Yeah. So I'm concerned. I honestly think it's a wash. I don't think anyone has an advantage from a coaching perspective in this one. So that kind of wraps up how we're viewing it, right? So from Boston versus Dallas. So how do you see this series shaking out?
I got Mavericks in 6.
Yeah, that's just because you're biased.
No. I have Mavericks in 6 because I'm extremely biased, and also because I think they're going to be close games. I really do. And like I said, if it's a close game, I'm trusting Luka and Kyrie more. And I think most of these games end with less than like a 6 or 7 point spread.
You mean each game is close?
Yeah.
Okay. So Nick has Edmonton and Dallas. Now I'm fucked.
Yeah, as soon as he texted, I was like, Jesus.
And Nevada has Florida and Boston.
Yeah.
Look, the smart money is Florida and Boston. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. Florida coming back with Stanley Cup Finals experience, bigger, badder, stronger, and I still give them the edge. You know, as well as Skinner's playing, I still give the edge to Bobrovsky. And you know, Boston, same thing. How many times can this squad go to the Eastern Conference Finals? Go to the finals.
So you say that, but the Buffalo Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost. So I think it's possible.
Well, Boston's already done it. They keep losing in the finals.
And then Cleveland went to the finals a bunch of times and lost with LeBron in a row. So
LeBron went to a bunch of finals and lost, but he's
No, I'm saying in that stretch where the Warriors won 4.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm saying LeBron went to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also in that stretch, it was the Warriors won 3. The Warriors won the 4th one a few years ago.
Yeah, true. Still,
they should have won 4 if KD and Klay Thompson don't blow out their legs.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been crazy. They would have won 3 in a row. Would have been that's the three-peat that never was, bro. Ooh, that's a 30 for 30, dude.
Yeah.
So, tell me that's not a fire title.
It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight.
All right, dude. You're on your phone. Let's wrap this up. So that's the picks. Nevada, Florida, and Boston. He's the only one on there, so he's probably going to win. The other 3 chuckle fucks, including myself, have Edmonton and Dallas. Shout out Real Madrid for winning a 15th Champions League. They made the Champions League a Farmers League. And I think that's all we got for him. You got anything for the 10s and 10s?
Go Mavericks.
Oh, my God. I'm low-key hoping they lose now. For myself, Jermaine Mendez, for my co-host, for our executive producer, and as always, we have with us the EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.